Morning. I hope there will be people joining. I hope. Yeah, I started to talk again without turning my microphone on. I hope that there will be people joining because I kind of didn't announce this at all. But let's see what happens. And I hope that you can also hear me well because I put some music in the background, but I'm not sure if it's a good sound or not. So just let me know. And I'm just trying to sit comfortably. I can see we have some people joining, yeah, which is good because I literally just woke up this morning and I was like, I mean, I knew last night that I would like to continue this stream because I did spend a lot of time in the evening working on this scarf. I think yesterday when we finished the stream, we did something like in length of this, but then I just continued, so now we actually have this much and I'm able to wrap it around, and we still have this much yarn left. Of course I have another skein, but I want to save this one for doing some middens, so yeah, let's see what happens. But I think with this it should be kind of like good length or good enough volume just for adding more length to make it more or less closer to what I was going for. But let's see. I just thought it would be nice to yeah, since I'm going to crochet anyways, maybe to just do it together and just jump on here. And yeah, it's actually also quite early, like now for me it's 9 a.m. in the morning, so I'm not sure who else is getting up this early, but maybe there are some people from like different parts of the world, so let's see. But yeah, let me know about the sound, how it sounds, because I'm also a bit worried that perhaps you cannot hear me too well because the music is there. I don't know. I'll try to adjust it a little bit. So yeah, I'm just continuing with this scarf, and I feel like with this much yarn, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, and we should be done, I think. Let's do it. Little morning exercise. But yeah, with these live streams I have mentioned a couple of times, I'm still trying to figure out what is the best time to do them, because yeah, I'm not sure like actually where most of my audience is based in and like what time works for you the best. I did make a poll on my YouTube's community page, and most people were actually voting for Saturday evenings, which we did yesterday, but I still want to like try it out at different times to see maybe if there are other options that work, or maybe if I just do it like I did with this one just now, just joining it or creating it randomly, maybe it works as well, because this time I didn't announce it at all. I mean, I kind of mentioned it last night during that stream that I might do it, but nothing was set in stone, so let's see what happens. And like the main reason for these streams is basically just, I thought like, since I'm going to crochet anyways, I might as well just do it here and chat a little bit, and maybe we can just do it together. And yeah, also I'm trying to kind of like bring a theme for all of these streams. I started with this yarn that I'm using because I bought it, even though I didn't need, because I have so much yarn. But anyway, I thought that I will just make a sweater with it, and I had 5 skeins in total that I bought. It was super cheap, that's why I bought multiple, and I thought that it will be just enough for making one sweater, but then actually I managed to make that sweater, and it only took me 2 skeins because it was a mesh raglan, so it didn't need that much. And then I thought, okay, maybe I can just, I still need to reuse it up, so I started to create like different things. And during last stream we did a beanie together, which actually looks like it's knitted instead of crochet, and that used just below 1 skein. And now I thought that maybe I can also do a scarf, so I'm hoping for leftovers after this, so we have at least 1 skein, and I can also do mittens, but let's see. I can see that there are some people here, so yeah, let me know from where you're joining. I'm always curious to hear. And let me know about that sound, because I'm a little concerned that it's not good. Yay! Labrit! We have some Latvians, that's nice. And I think this is the 3rd row that I'm finishing. Let's check. Okay, now that it's a little bit longer, it's not that easy to tell a difference, but nice. Yeah, at least in Latvia it's 1 hour forward, so it's not as early. And I'm very determined to actually finish this scarf today. But in the meantime, I also mentioned this yesterday, in the meantime I'm also filming like a little tutorial, so I have some like super beginner friendly content, because I feel like lately I've been creating a lot of like bigger projects and more difficult stuff, I would say. Well, I'm still trying to make it as beginner friendly as I can, but I don't really have like super beginner friendly tutorials, at least not lately. So I hope that it is going to be useful. And there's not much left. And this playlist that I put on, it's actually it's from Spotify, but my boyfriend, not my boyfriend, my husband put it together, and he called it Zara Vibes, or Vibes at Zara, and it really much feels like it. Oops. I think the good thing about streaming in the morning is that I don't have to worry that much about light. I mean, I still have my ring light on, but yeah, there is some light outside, but I still felt like I have to turn my ring light on because otherwise it's a bit dark in the apartment. But still, it's so much better lighting compared to when I do it in the evening, because then it's just dark and yeah, I feel like natural light is always better. But what can you do? Now it's starting to get dark already at like 5, and then like the 1 hour between 4 and 5, it's already like you can tell that you need to turn on the lights inside indoors. I'm actually still happy to see that there are people here, like even though I didn't mention anything at all about this stream. But let's see. It was a bit random. I literally just woke up, had some coffee, then I was like, okay, let's do it, because I'm gonna crochet anyways. And now it feels like my morning is being more productive instead of just doing it on my own, let's say. At least like I felt like I have to get ready for something, so that's nice. But I also think that after this, I will just make a schedule of like upcoming streams, and then people can know in advance when to join, and hopefully it will also create like some sort of habit for me and maybe for those that do want to join. Because like in a way, I feel like morning is easier for me actually, because then I just feel like I can get up and do it right away, because before I have done it like at 4 p.m. Or yeah, yesterday at 6 p.m. Then I feel like there is a bit of a waiting time for me to arrange my day and all my plans, and then like I have to get ready in the meantime, and then there is always like, I don't know, 1 hour or 2 hours where I'm just waiting for the stream, for the time to come, for the stream to start. So in a way, mornings are easier for me, I feel like. But I'm also a little bit of a morning person. It's not like I'm getting up super early always, but I feel like I have this productivity increase in the morning, so I'm more able to do more things. I don't know. I just feel like I have more energy, which is normal, like in the morning. And then it also feels like your day has been or has had some like more value. If you do something earlier, then you at least feel like, yeah, I did something with this day. Especially now when it gets dark so quickly, like, yeah. Like yesterday we went for some lunch outside, and we just left our place at like, I don't know, 12. And then by the time when we got home, it was already like 3 or 4, and it was dark, and yeah, I felt like I haven't even done anything much. I'm just having a look at the camera where you can see my hands, and I feel like it looks so messy with like, what is she doing? Okay, I will finish this row that I'm starting just now, and then we will have a look again how it looks. Yeah, this is the fun part with the chunky yarn and a big crochet hook. You're able to build up some volume quite fast. And also these rows, they are not super wide, so by the time I say that I will start it, I'm already done. Because I have like 18 stitches in a row, I think. Okay, let's check it out. But you also cannot see me fully. So now it's here, and I wrap it, and it's building up quickly. I'm happy. Also, I could just wear it and continue with crocheting further. Because it is, like, it's getting long, and it's a little bit difficult to, because like you always have to twist it like this and then untwist it again. Where am I? A lot of turning back and forth, but that's a good sign. And as I'm starting to run out of this yarn, it's also like it has this fluffy, kind of like sticky texture. And if it's not that many, you can see like even now it seems like it's just stuck together like with itself. So when it's not much yarn here, it's just and I have to do this constantly. But it will be over soon. What is going on with this stitch? Yeah, that's another thing about this yarn. You cannot really tell what is what because everything is just fluffy. But otherwise it's super cute. Okay, it's now almost half an hour since I started, and I feel like there will be at least 30 minutes more for me to finish this skein. But I think, you know what? I will just wear it, and I think in that way we will actually be able to see the difference. Hello! Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, don't know where you are. Okay, let's do it. I will just wear it, and then we will be able to see how it grows a little bit quicker, especially now that it's not that much left. So, am I able? I think I will be able to. Okay, this part is actually, let me put on my computer. So this part is stretching up until like down my belly. So I think with that we are done. Like that's the length that I wanted to have, because I can wrap it around once. Good morning. I can wrap it around once, and then I still have some length on each side. But for this one, I kind of want to match this length, but let's see how far we will get, because this is how much I'm left with. But I want to try just to crochet it from here, because I think in that way we will see better how it grows, although it feels like not super comfortable now, but let's see. It will become long quickly, so it will be easy. Yeah, it's not too bad. Then maybe I don't need this camera, actually. Let's save my battery. And I will move this closer. Yeah, this setup that I have, it's not great, but I hope to be able to upgrade soon, but otherwise it's a bit cozy anyways. Okay, one row down, and I can already feel that I'm getting starting to get more space here, so it's good. And this is how I normally hold my yarn. I know that there are different methods, but I found that it's easier for me if I tie it around my pinky, because then it has some tension and I don't feel like I have to hold it with my fingers that much, so it's like less pressure on my fingers actually, and it helps, because sometimes people do ask me like if it isn't too much, or yeah, if my hands don't hurt that I'm crocheting this much, but I would say no. I had, like before, when I was just holding yarn on my own with my fingers, then I could feel like I have a lot of like tension in my hands and they were hurting a little bit, but then I adjusted with this pinky method and it is a little bit better. But sometimes I do feel like my wrists, they are moving a lot and like fast and often, then I can feel like maybe a little bit of, not a pain, but like I can feel that my hands might be a little bit tired. Then I know that I have to take like a short break or to stretch them a little bit. So if you are in any pain at all, then that's what you should do. Okay, second row. We're getting close. This is this much longer, this part. But yeah, yesterday I was a bit worried that I won't be able to make it close to the length that I wanted to go for, but today it actually seems good. And I will also add like those like hanging yarn threads or bits on each side, so it will give an effect that it's actually like has a look that it might be a bit longer. I don't know. One more row. Yeah, the difference is getting smaller and smaller. Definitely easier to tell how much length I'm adding in this way. Good morning. Nice to see people joining also in the morning. I was saying before that I didn't really announce at all, so I'm happy to see that there are some people jumping in. And today I'm just continuing with that scarf, and I realized that we will be able to see the difference earlier if I'm just wearing it, because now I'm at this stage where I just have to continue adding more length. Hello, I assume that's a hi. I don't know. This is how much yarn we are left with, so very, very little. Okay, now it's becoming messy. I'm turning it around multiple times or too many times. But I will finish this one in a second, this row, and then let's have a look together. Hi, good morning or afternoon or evening. I'm not sure like where people are, but good to see that there are some joining. Okay, let's have a look. So I have done now, since I started to wear it while crocheting, I think I have done like maybe 6, 7 rows. And this is how it looks so far. So I'm hoping that I will be able to reach this same length, which is now in difference, something like this. And this is how much yarn we are left with. So let's see what happens. But this is good length for a scarf. I wanted for it to be super long, but we might not reach the super long length, but we will definitely have some length for sure. So let's just keep on going. And how is everyone doing? Those who are here, are you also doing some crochet right now or just waking up and starting your day? I know that this might be an awkward timing for some, but I felt like it's worth trying out. Okay, let's turn it this way. Good morning. Hello. How are you? Where are you joining from? Oh, nice. Oh, then there is like it's even earlier there. But that's cool. I used to live in the UK for some time in New York, and then also for 2 summers I lived in Guernsey. Not sure if it's around the places where you are. Okay, let's check in on the length. So this is where we are. Pretty nice. And this is what we are left with. Not a lot, but it's coming together. And this is actually the first time where when I'm crocheting something that I'm already wearing. But it makes sense for a scarf. I mean, you see it right away, the length and everything. But I think I will be done with this yarn very, very soon. It's just tiny bit left. These stitches at the end of the rows, it's just impossible to tell them apart. And it seems like it's going to be a pretty nice day today. Seems like there is some sunshine, at least. At least it feels like I can see light outside, which has been taking quite a few days. And yesterday it also started to rain in the evening, Like after the stream that I had yesterday, I wanted to go for a walk, but then I just couldn't because I knew that it won't be enjoyable at all. And yeah, so I didn't. But I think I will do a longer walk today just to get back from yesterday. Okay, it's not much left, guys. Bear with me, we are almost done. And then I will also quickly show you how to add those hanging bits that I mentioned. I think it will look super cute. But I also like weather-wise, now it's like just the beginning of November, but I feel like here in Denmark, it's very warm. Like right now it's 10 degrees Celsius. So I feel like it's very, very warm for November at least. But I do hope, in a way, I hope that it will stay like this, because I also feel like it hasn't been that bad this autumn so far. There's been some rain, but not so much. So I hope that it will stay like weather-wise, not so rainy and not too windy, because those are two biggest problems here. But I also do hope that it will be like white and snowy Christmas here, or Christmas time in general. Yeah, I prefer for it to snow instead of rain. And I mean, I'm getting rain constantly whole year around, so it just makes sense to also switch a little bit. But now that I think about Christmas and weather, last year when we went to Latvia for Christmas, it was raining constantly every single day. I think that was the worst like winter experience ever, because it was just constantly rain, 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 non-stop. We are soon done. I think I'm estimating, I'm just looking at my yarn that I have here. I think maybe 5 more rows in total. I'm not sure, but let's count. I just finished this, so I think this could give us, okay, maybe less, maybe 4. Anyway, let's see. The counter is on. That's actually a good estimate that I made, because I was expecting that it will be like 1 hour, and we are just like almost 1 hour in here that I've been together with you this morning, so that's a good estimate. And yesterday, after I was streaming yesterday, I spent like maybe 2.5, 3 hours doing the following rows for this scarf. And that felt like it is taking quite long, but now with this, like once we are already like towards the very end, it feels quite quick. And then the only thing that will be left is just to add some nice bits to make it look pretty. Okay, one down, and we still have some, so yeah, 4 for sure, I think. Okay, 2 down, still a bit, so maybe 5 after all. Okay, let's start with the third one. Yeah, it's more like 5 or 6. That's fine. More is better in this case. I was very, very worried actually that it won't be much that I can do. Okay, almost done with the third. Okay, we are able to do quite many, I feel like. Okay, third is down, we are starting the fourth one. So now I think 4 more, at least. And also the cool thing now is that my neck is actually feeling quite warm wearing it like this. Okay, I'm almost done with the fourth. Let's start the fifth. This is what we are left with. Not much at all. And it's just, I don't know, maybe you can tell, but it's just all stuck together. Ugh. And the sound is a little bit like, oh, it goes through my bones, I don't know. Okay, 1 hour, we are close to my actual estimate. Okay, and the fifth, where am I? Okay, the fifth row is almost done as well. Okay, it is. So now row 6. And we will actually be able to, like, I will show you in a bit, but basically the length is now equal on both sides, so that's cool. Row 6 is done, and we have this much. So 7 and 8, I'm expecting that we will be able to do. And that will basically be the length that I wanted, pretty much. I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was even longer, but I think we are in a good shape to have it like this. Okay, row 7 also done. And we are starting row 8, just a tiny bit. So maybe even 9, I don't know. It's a final race. Almost done with 8 as well. So maybe even 9 and 10. It seems like it. Okay, let's start with 9. I'm so excited actually to show how it looks in a bit. Because I didn't think that it will actually grow that much. And now I feel like it might even be longer than the other part. Okay, row 9 was it? I'm like losing track already. Okay, I think, yeah, row 9 is done. And I think with this bit, we will manage row 10 as well. And let's hope for like a perfect finish where we just finish at the end of the row and there is no loose and, and it's just great. Final stitches. Oh my god. So if anyone is looking for a quick project, then this is it. I started it basically yesterday evening at 6, yeah, when I started the stream, and just a few hours. Okay, row 10 will be done and we will still have some like pretty long tail left, but I think I will leave it at that because I don't think we will be able to do much more. So row 10 is done and I'm left with this. Maybe let's just finish it into stitches so I know where I left off. And if we manage to do 11 now, I don't know. It's funny, at first I was like, just expecting like 5 more rows and that's it. Doubled it. This much. And I need like 10 stitches to finish it. I don't think it's gonna happen, but anyways. No, almost. But let's leave it at this. This is how far I managed to go. And now let's check the length. I'm not sure what's the best way actually to show you. Maybe I can just stand up, but let me remove this. Okay, hope you can see me properly. So here is the scarf. I'm trying to stretch as much as I can. I started with this, like when I started to crochet while wearing it, I put this at this length and then I think we had this one this far. So we actually, now it's like almost equal length. And this is even a little bit longer. But yeah, it's cute. This is what I wanted basically. Or maybe even to make it a little bit longer, but I think this will be good. I still have this one skein left, so with this one I will be adding like the bits here that will be hanging, and I think we can do just a couple today together just now, and then the rest of the skein I'm hoping to save for making mittens, because I do want to have like a matching beanie, matching scarf, and then also matching mittens. I think it will be super cute. So that is what we will do during the next stream. And I'm also, yeah, I think I mentioned multiple times already, I'm filming a tutorial for this scarf, so I will also make sure to include everything for it in that tutorial. But now let's add like those bits that I was talking about. So how I'm hoping to do that is just by cutting like multiple pieces of yarn, and let me just pull some, and then I will just weave them in and kind of like fold in half and just tie kind of like in a knot. But let's try it with just a few. I always pull my yarn from the middle, so it might look a little bit messy now, or a lot messy. Let's see. is the start? Okay, found it. And I think what we want to measure all of them to be in an equal length. And I think if we did them something like this, that would work or look quite cute. Let's see. I don't know. Let's check it from here. Like this is the loose end that I already had from like the very start. And if I added multiple bits of this, I don't know, it's hard to tell, but let's just do it. So I'm gonna cut pieces of yarn in this length. Let me measure quickly, or let's just cut and then we will measure. So it's like this when it's folded, and each piece comes down to being like 35 centimeters or 14 inches. So that is what we want. And now what I'm gonna do is I will just go through, let's start from this corner. I'll just go through like the corner stitch here, and I'm just also making sure that this piece of yarn, it's folded in half, like exactly in half, like that. And then through this stitch where I already put my yarn in, I'm just grabbing this piece of yarn that I have and looping it through like this. And then what we want to do, we don't even need a hook for this. Further is that we just want to grab this, both of these tails here, and then just adjust and kind of like tie it on. So like this, now it's adjusted and attached. And then I'm just gonna do all this part here by adding one end in each of them. And I think it will be nice. So that is what I'm gonna do. And I think we are done with this stream for today. But I will be filming that tutorial. I will try to make it, or some parts of it, I will try to make today. And then it will probably go live at some point during next week or week after, I don't know. It won't take me too long because it's already almost done. But yeah, that is it. Thanks for joining this morning, those who could. It was a fun little experiment for me to see if people are actually here. I do understand that it is quite early to join for a stream this early, and I also didn't announce it like at all, but glad to see that there were some people who did join. And yeah, let me know if actually morning hours like this work for you, or perhaps if I moved it a little bit later in the day, then maybe there would be more people, because yeah, like for example in the UK it's even earlier than here. So I'm not sure how it works, but I'm still trying to figure out things and experiment a little bit of like what is the best timing for all of this. So let's see. But the next stream will be probably during the next weekend, and that is when I'm going to show you how this finished scarf looks like, and I will try it on together like once everything is done, and then we will be working with creating those mittens that I mentioned to you. So it will be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for the next stream, and thanks so much for joining. I hope you had fun watching me crochet. But yeah, thank you and see you soon. Bye.